When you arise in the morning, think what a privilege is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, and to love. Namaskar. Welcome to Daily PT Pointers. And in this video, we are going to cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express, and Press Information Bureau. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. And our first important headline is related to operating system Maya. And ये न्यूज में भी इसलिए है क्योंकि recently Defense Ministry has decided to replace Microsoft operating system with Maya, which is a new operating system based on open source Ubuntu. It was developed by government development agencies within 6 months. It has the interface and all functionality like Windows, and users will not feel much difference as they transition to it. Currently, it is being installed only in Defense Ministry system and not on computers connected to networks of all three services. It would prevent malware attacks and other cyber attacks which had seen a steep increase. So friends, आज है World Tribal Day and it is also known as International Day of the World's Indigenous People. It is celebrated annually on 9th August to promote and protect the rights of indigenous people worldwide. Now let's look at the background of this day. So friends, on 23rd December 1994, United Nations General Assembly decided that the International Day of the World's Indigenous People shall be observed on 9th August every year. Our next headline is related to Jan Vishwas Bill, जो कि रिसेंटली राज्यसभा के द्वारा पास कर दिया गया है. It amends 183 provisions to be decriminalized in 42 central acts administered by 19 ministry and departments. It amends 42 laws across multiple sectors including agriculture, environment, and media and publication and health. The bill also converts several fines to penalties, which means that court prosecution is not necessary to administer punishments. It also removes imprisonment as punishment for many offenses. Our next headline is related to State of Elementary Education in Rural India report, जो कि recently release की गई है एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर के द्वारा, and ये based है on a survey conducted by Development Intelligence Unit, which is a collaboration between Transform Rural India and Sambodhi Research and Communications. It is based on responses of more than 6,000 parents of school children in rural communities across 21 states. And according to survey, 49.3% of students in rural area have access to smartphones. And it also revealed that more children use smartphones for entertainment rather than for studies, and 84% of parents regularly attend parent-teacher meeting, demonstrating their active involvement in their children's education. Our next headline is related to Inter-Services Bill, जो कि recently राज्यसभा के द्वारा पास कर दिया गया है. The bill seeks to empower Commander-in-Chief or Officer-in-Command of Inter-Services Organizations to exercise disciplinary or administrative control over service personnel under their command, irrespective of their service. The bill will be applicable to all personnel of regular army, navy, and air force, and to persons of other forces as notified by the central government who are serving in or attached to an inter-services organization. And as per the provisions of the bill, the central government may constitute a inter-services organization that has two personnel belonging to at least two of the three services. Our next headline is related to Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan AarogyaYojana, and ये न्यूज में भी इसलिए है क्योंकि रिसेंटली CAG ने हाईलाइट की हैं irregularities in registration and validation of beneficiaries under this yojana. Now let's know more about it. So friends, it is world's largest health protection scheme which is fully financed by the government. It offers benefit cover of 5 lakh per beneficiary family for per annum to over 60 crore beneficiaries identified on the basis of select deprivation and occupational criteria in rural and urban areas as per socio-economic caste census 2011. The scheme covers all medical and hospitalization expenses for almost all secondary care and most of the tertiary care procedures. It is fully funded by the government and cost of implementation is shared between the central and state governments. Now, recently, Central Bureau of Investigation Academy joined the Interpol Global Academy Network, and now CBI Academy had become the 10th member of the network, which supports academic collaboration among law enforcement training institutions across the world. It is a step towards CBI Academy's growing engagement with international law enforcement institutions, enabling effective capacity building and innovation activities. CBI Academy is based in Ghaziabad and it is a premier training institution in the fields of crime investigation, prosecution, and vigilance functioning. Now let's know some facts related to Central Bureau of Investigation. So friends, it was established by a resolution of Ministry of Home Affairs on 1st April 1963. CBI is not a statutory body, but it derives its powers to investigate from the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act 1946, and it functions under the Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions of the central government. Now recently, Economic Community of West African States has indicated that they are planning to intervene in the coup in Niger. Now let's know more facts related to it. So friends, head of state and government of 15 West African countries established it by signing Treaty of Lagos in 1975. It was set up to foster the ideal of collective self-sufficiency for its member states, and as a trading union, it is also aimed to create a single large trading bloc through economic cooperation. It aims to promote cooperation and integration, leading to establishment of an economic union in the West Africa in order to raise the living standards of its people and to maintain and enhance economic stability, foster relations among member states, and contribute to the progress and development of African continent. And these are the members of this group. Our next headline is related to Select Committee, which is an ad hoc or temporary committee, and under Rule 125 of the Rajya Sabha Rules and Procedures, any members may move an amendment that a bill be referred to a select committee, and it has members from both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Our next headline is related to Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi Scheme, जो कि लॉन्च हुई थी February 2019 में. ये एक सेंट्रल सेक्टर स्कीम है and it aims at providing financial assistance to all cultivable land holding farmer families across the country subject to certain exclusion criteria, and under the scheme an amount of 6,000 is transferred annually in 3 equal installments of 2,000 directly into the Aadhaar seeded bank accounts of the farmers. Our next headline is related to Bharat Campaign, which has been launched under Agriculture Infrastructure Fund Scheme to provide maximum benefits to the people and create a competitive spirit among the banks and lending institutions to mobilize agriculture infrastructure project loans at faster pace. It is a month-long campaign from 15 July 2023 to 15 August 2023. Now let's know more about Agriculture Infrastructure Fund Scheme. It was launched in 2020 with the objective to mobilize medium long-term debt financing facility for investment in viable projects for post-harvest management infrastructure and community farming assets through incentives and financial support. It aims to address the existing infrastructure gaps and mobilize investment in agriculture infrastructure. Our next and last important headline is related to Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, जो कि एक सेंट्रली स्पॉन्सर्ड स्कीम है and it is approved for implementation from financial year 2022-23 to 2025-26 for capacity building of elected representative of Panchayat Raj institutions, and it is aimed to develop the governance capabilities of panchayats to deliver on sustainable development goals which covered within the purview of panchayats. So with this, let's conclude our today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.